Calm down, bro. 8 minutes. A little bit there. Actually, I got the DPS a match today, or 2 matches today. Went fair on one of them, I was lighting it up. Someone else switched to fair, and I like headshot her in the midair. I was like, oh yeah. I meant to do that.
Team chat?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll do the heal or the tank, whichever. Yeah. It's a blade. What do you want to do? Oh, okay. So, another healer.
Yeah. Got a good shield tank. If it goes badly, I'll switch over to Zarya.
Science will reveal the truth.
Should be alright.
Peace be upon you. Greetings.
We was doing a comp match last night, me and Rob. And I seen this Junkrat come up and like put his trap down and his lineman right in front of the door. And I was like, good job for that trap, it's right there in front of the door. He ran right into it. I was like, that's my brother, man.
I'm putting some pressure on him. He's going around. That didn't work out too well for him.
It's a pretty quick cap. I got that back in there. I heard him go.
Get into position.
Oh, okay.
Behind us.
I'm wasting my time with this guy. Whoops. I walked into an ambush. Okay, we've got a lot of ultimates now. I'll have one in about a few seconds.
This will heal.
Heal's coming down. Okay. Uh-oh. Where's the Bastion?
Experience tranquility.
Allow me to repair the damage. Your power is love.
Nerf this!
Oh, dang. 84 health.
Strength flows
Oh yeah.
Score.
This is about
Yeah,
to
I can't even turn off my freaking vibrations on my controller.
It's all good though. You hear when you're really getting into it.
That sounds like somebody shaving.
It takes out.
Okay, let's see.
Oh.
You want the extra heal or the extra tank in this game? Well, I guess we've got a...
Yeah, we got a bastion. Got a bastion. and a May. And a big shield, so extra heal.
Science will
Got it.
reveal the truth.
I can even go down to third heal, so
Yep.
A whole lot of self heals.
alright, bastion, soldier, May, Moira. Trigger right off the bat and then run back.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Power of
Oh,
destruction.
dang it. Ooh, I'm down.
Oh. 76 Reaper.
I'm out. Stupid.
Reaper's top right.
Got myself caught between the wall and the little room. Uh-oh. Tank's out. Oh boy. Try to get some healing in there pretty quick.
Oh, dang it.
Ah!
Freaking wall.
Yeah.
Oh, Reaper got behind.
Yeah. I get on that Reaper.
Double
Lucky. I'll get
Perhaps
one
a
all
new
top and then
methodology is
switch.
required.
Which city switch? Maybe
Yeah,
I'll
we're
go
good.
back there.
Everybody's trickling. We got troubles.
Allow me to repair the damage.
Okay. Heal's coming, heal's coming.
I guess. Ah, dang it. Thought it was safe.
I'm under attack. This will heal you.
Oh, I got wasted by the... Look out, Reaper's there.
Got my ult.
I must reflect upon this.
The payload has reached.
Get into position.
Oh. Oh boy.
Go back to fair.
Oh, come on. Jeez, they're wasting us fast out there. I gotta get that bash on.
Faced with a setback, we must challenge our assumptions.
Okay, good.
This will restore you. Surrender to my will. Drill the Mahol.
Oh, he got me. And we need to we need to stop on. Oh god.
I cast this forth.
Oh, come on. He's right behind me.
Got me flying.
Oh crap.
So just stayed
Their
fair
eyes
off the
were
bat.
right behind me. Right in front of me.
Score.
Oh, that's it. Blocked you off. Huh?
Switching sides.
So I can't do no damage.
Prepare to attack.
I said just stayed fair. That was my bad. Play was doing much better with fair.
Will reveal the truth.
All systems checked out, ready for combat maneuvers.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Now we now only have one healer and one tank.
Be right back. EMP is charging. Just a glitch in the system.
Oh, I got 243, huh? 71.
See you later.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commences.
This is my
Capture
will.
objective A.
I require assistance. Not ready. Going with the Yeshu. Touch from afar. This will heal you.
Oh no. Oh boy.
I mean, that was their best and dying just now.
Yeah.
Oh gee.
Surrender to my will.
Come on. The freaking 8 and almost 9.
This will heal you.
Reaper behind you.
Come on.
Where is he? Where is he?
I don't know. Alright, I'm stupid.
30 seconds.
Right on the shield.
Oh, shoot.
I shot his down and got mine shut down at the same time.
When faced with a setback, we must challenge our assumptions.
That's a good one.
Alright, just gotta defend. Which we didn't do the last time.
Yeah. It's like a turret.
I don't think we should extend as far as we did the last time.
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Oh, look, he thought what I was thinking. Turrets. Turrets everywhere. Oh, no shield though? What happened to the iron shit? That's right. Good placement. Hide yourself.
One healer, one tank.
Yeah.
But we got a cancer defense going, I guess. As long as we can do it all, we can coordinate it well. And not spread out too much.
Attackers incoming in 30
Don't get away from your healing.
Join with me.
Okay, Diva. Just as long as you're skirmishing out there and not staying out there,
Alright.
I'll throw some damage out.
Defend objective A.
Oh, dang it, those signs.
Oh, okay. Heals coming. Fade back into the heals.
Oh, they got me down quick.
Oh, okay.
This is my will.
Shoot. Reaper's out here, and oh, Bastion wiped me out. Shoot. You got Bastion, though, that's good. No heals on the point, though. Gotta be.
Got Bastion and Reaper.
I must reflect.
Oh boy. Alright. Heals coming. Shoot. Bastion. Oh. Ow. Heals are coming. Where's Bastion? Where is Bastion? Okay, good.
Yeah, I hit him with a couple rockets, so he took off.
My will made real.
Where's he at? You see him?
Okay, I'll counteract the damage from here in a second. Heals are coming.
I got him down.
Reaper's behind it.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, come on.
Oh, shoot. He got me. Oh. Okay, no heals on the point now.
I must
Oh,
reflect.
damn, I killed myself.
Okay. Gotta get moving. We're coming in. You need healing or damage? Call it out. Too late.
So we got some close ones.
Surrender to my will.
Yeah, so it's right fair to the first part of the second.
No heals up there now.
Dang. I really should have stayed with the shield.
Probably.
Ah, this is toward the end there, I think, probably. Only had like 28 health. Wasn't really a shutdown. Oh, there you go. I guess it's straight.
Shut mine down too.
Shut yours down. You got 28. I knew he was coming up, man. I should have waited just a little bit longer.
Well, it's one tank and one healer. There's a lot of points of failure.
That dude should have stayed shield tank. Would have been nice. I had no problem picking off that that Bastion with Farah.
Mm-hmm.